Good afternoon to everyone. We have some attendees still connecting, but it's 1 after 4 p.m. Prague time, so I think we can slowly get started. First of all, welcome everyone. I'm really delighted to have you here. I will introduce myself. My name is Slavik. I'm running team in sales team at Easy Software, and it's my great honor today to host this webinar today. Before we start, just a couple things about this webinar tool. Due to number of attendees, every attendee is muted at this time, and that doesn't prevent you from asking questions. For questions, please keep the use the button marked as Q&A in the control panel of the webinar, and this answer will be answered. I would like to introduce my colleague, Lukáš Hubka. Lukáš will be answering your questions during the presentation. So hello, Lukáš, thanks for coming. Okay, he is saying hello in the chat. Now, also about the agenda, the presentation will take approximately 30-35 minutes, and after that we shall have time to answer all your questions. And so we will be answering the questions during the presentation in text form in the Q&A section. At the end, we will answer the rest of the questions verbally, so it will be a little bit faster. So let's get started. Okay, so once again, welcome to today's webinars about Easy Project Release 2019. And subject of this webinar is to introduce to you the all new features and functions which we brought in this release, and answer your questions about that. So we can get started. You shall see my screen, and first of all, to those who are not users of Easy Project yet and just investigating the software features and functions, I'm encouraging you to set up a trial. It's very simple. If you are at easyproject.com, you can sign up free. Okay, I need probably to do it in anonymous window, so it doesn't remember me. Right, so if you sign up free, there is two options. So there is a light demo and full demo. The difference is only in the demonstration data, the trial data, which are in the application. In the full demo, there is something like 16 rows with prepared home pages and dashboards, while in the Lite demo, it's very simple. There is just 2 rows, a manager and the executive worker, and it's more simplified in how the system is pre-configured. It's not about features. The features enabled are the same in both versions, so it's only in the data which are there for demonstration purposes. Now, let's get started about the most important features and functions brought by the version 2019. Easy Project was always known as a project management software with very strong competencies in resource management. So software which has all the needed tools for proper planning, VBS for planning the scope, Gantt for planning in time, and resource management to plan resources, especially people in the organization. So I would like to start with resource management innovations. I'm going now to open the very well-known page which displays all my resources which I have in my company. You can see it's people, but I still have some machines here. But I will be talking people today because it's the most typical situation for Easy Project users. The one simple change which happened is that previously this screen, so the overview about utilization of your employees was not showing the task with no time estimates, right? So you can see that some tasks may have time estimates, some oops, I'm sorry, I'm doing something stupid here, may have some time estimates, some don't, and these were not displayed here because resource management is about allocating estimated time to personnel, so I can understand what the load is coming to the people, so I can work with their occupancy, with their load of the work. Now it is here, and it also allows you just to simply add the data directly in resource management like this, and so you can see it's immediately working with the allocation of the person. Right now, the one of very important innovation I would like to talk about is brought by our users. They were having the needs to reserve certain resources without making tasks. There can be some initiative in the organization for which I know that I will need certain workers, and I don't have the project for that. I don't have the project decomposed, or maybe I have just the project, but I don't have it really decomposed to tasks and detailed activities. I just want to make sure that in the future, when this project will come, I will have the resource available. So I can do just like this and create something what we call reservation. And this reservation can be for maybe my internal initiative for, let's say, partner network development support, whatever. Okay, I would like to know how to write. And yeah, like this. I can assign it to some project or not, doesn't matter. I can work without it. But what is important is that I maybe know that in August I will need half of the capacity of the particular worker. In my case, is Konstantin. Or I know that I will need 50 hours, right? So it depends the way I'm thinking about that. I can do the reservation and it is calculated properly. I can also use our standard allocation methods. So I will do the standard evenly slow. And that's done, okay? So now if some new customer projects will come and I would need Konstantin to work on this project, everybody who is working with the resources now know that Konstantin is half booked in whole August, so I have to take it in my consideration and planning. So these reservations allows you really quickly and simply working with occupation of your people even without having project fully planned. So that's one of the innovations, reservation. Another important, I will save it, okay. Another important innovation which we are actually excited about is allowing to combine planning of all time which I spent on meetings, which I spent on working on tasks, traveling, and so on and so forth. The calendar is with Easy Project for a long time, and it was always multifunctional calendar, which served not only for as a meeting planner, but also displaying what are the tasks in my queue, attendance or vacation, sick leaves, and other events. It was designed also to support CRM sales activities. So in our case, the CRM module where salespeople can monitor their sales activities and plan the follow-ups and have it nicely visualized in their daily agenda. Nowadays, the innovation is scheduler. We call it scheduler, and it has two versions. It is my personal scheduler, or scheduler which I use as some team leader. And it allows me, or the purpose of it is to allows me to plan my time properly. So let's say this is my week. This is my meetings, and I have here my personal backlog of tasks which are pending, and I can actually plan time when I will be working on these tasks. The scheduler is smart. It works with the time which was planned and spent already on the task, and I can simply drag and drop and plan it. And as you can see, it also controls me that the task is in the time frame of due date, etc., etc. And this way, I can actually do a sort of like detailed micro planning of my personal time. It's also simple directly here in the scheduler. Create a meeting or create another task very simply just through the modal window, and it's just one simplified form, and I can create the task for myself and plan when I will execute it. So really for those who like precise time planning, combining all the agendas, the personal scheduler is a great tool. I want to show you also the team scheduler. The team scheduler is different in that I can do the same what I did for myself in previous. I can do that typically for my team. First of all, in the scheduler, I can set up filters. So now I click on the Devel team, and you maybe saw that also here the users which I am about to work with also change based on what filter I'm clicking. And as you can see, this is pretty much standard way how to create a filter. The thing which is here on top of it is that I can actually add here assignees with whom I want to work on this particular filter. So I can imagine that if I want to, for example, plan time for somebody specific, I can have a filter for task for Denny, or or for Dolly developer, or for the whole team together. And now how it works, you can see I'm still seeing my meetings and my allocations of the time, but also I see some Dennis meetings. So now I see actually combined calendar, so I can find, for example, time for a meeting because I see the Dennis calendar and mine. But if I click on Denny, and once again, so it is red, so it's sharp Dennis data. So now I see Dennis calendar, and I can do the same. I have here some task for Denny, and okay, this one is good, and I can allocate that on Tuesday Denny will work on this task. Furthermore, maybe I can have here some filter for some ongoing tasks which are unsorted. And if I'm working with Dennis calendar, and I will take some tasks which is assigned to someone else. These are all old. Yeah, these are old. Let me modify one of those which are now assigned to Dolly. Let's say this one. I will improve it, and I will just change the due date. Hope it will allow me. Okay. You see it's immediately changed, and if I plan this task now, it's assigned from Dolly to Danny because I'm working now on Danny's calendar. So this is another approach how you can use scheduler. It's for micro planning, who works on what in time manner. Understanding again all the other agendas like corporate meetings, customer visits, and so on and so forth. So I can really plan the time and understand what can be done and what not from the manager point of view. One thing I would like to say about this scheduler, that this scheduler was developed as a mobile first. It's not ideal how to show it, but let me try. So so as you can see, I can see just my calendar directly in my mobile device, which is readable. I can open this plans. It's still doable. I can see only the tasks in the backlog, but also I can visualize the calendar different ways. So day is very convenient to see the day, but also I can see it as an agenda. So this is very compact visualization for mobile device. And not only that, if I am, for example, seeing the tasks here on my personal scheduler, I can very simply click on it and very quickly update it, saying, okay, it's like that, and maybe reassign it to someone else to work on it, and that's it. So so this scheduler is another way how to, from the first page, from your home page, work with tasks which are ongoing, which are operational, and work from any devices. You know, there are applications for both of Apple platform and Android platform. So that is a scheduler. Scheduler is also fully integrated with the resource management, right? So if I allocate the time, that some worker will spend this time on this task in this particular day, the resource management knows that. So this is fully integrated part of the software. So I think that's it about scheduler and innovations in resource management. Another strong competence of Easy Project is finance management. I'm sorry, let me drink a little bit. And here there is very interesting innovation. You may know that Easy Project proposes work breakdown structure, which is sort of a mind map, which serves very well to decompose the project into the deliverables and then into the activities, which we call tasks. And at the same time, Easy Project allows to understand the time in the perspective of costs or revenues through through internal or external rates. But these things worked on the project level. Now all these things works on the task level. So even here in work breakdown structure, I can switch it to finance visualization. So I click on the budget, and now I can see actually this mind map in financial perspective. In this demonstration, I actually just planned estimated time. So here I see some data, and based on the estimated time and the rates which I have set up for this project, or I have set up generally in my application, I can actually understand the breakdown of some initiative. We have here some initiative, implement some partner program, and I can see actually what will be the different costs. These costs are taken from the estimated time because I put some general rate to this project. But on the task level now, you can actually also have the evidence of other incomes or costs which are not related to the time spent. So what I see here, this is typically what I can see on the budget, which I was used to see on the project level. Now I have it even on task level. So I can see that I have some planned costs based on the estimated time. We already spent a half an hour. So so here I have the reality of the spent time, right? So this is planned. If I say total costs, somewhere here I see that yes, I have 30 euros spent here, and so through some other numbers here in the system, I can see what is the total. And if I have some revenues or sorry, incomes planned or already registered incomes here through the task or on the project level, I can see the financial status in the form of mind map. So this innovation in finance management, two things to sum up. Possibility to record, watch, observe costs on task level through my rates, but also through other inputs of expenses or incomes, which can be now done on task, and then the numbers are aggregated on the project level. So on the project level, I can have total view, which is traditional here, but similar thing I can see now also on task. So that's one of very important innovation. We developed it, or we are bringing that based on ideas coming from our clients, and I personally kind of like it, especially the thing which I can visualize in VBS. We also use it, especially for some development activities to understand what it really takes to make some change in our organization. So that was work breakdown structure. Now I would like to shortly remind about innovations in help desk. I think they are described somewhere here. No, they are not. Okay, help desk. I would like to highlight two things. If you will be starting Easy Project now, there are new dashboards prepared for especially observation of SLA. We did improvements which enhances the possibilities to count SLAs and observe and monitor the fulfillment of the SLAs. And my favorite measure came to our help desk system, which is first response time, which was not there. Now it is standard field, and we can measure first response time. Also in help desk, we improved the handling of internal emails, and we added ticket downer as the assignee, which is used on the tasks, is typically using to who is working right now on the task, which can be client or some expert who helps the operator. But the ticket owner is important to understand who is responsible for the successful handling of this task. Right. Another thing which I would like to quickly mention in the system is improved dashboards. The software is organized through different features, and also as the platform, or as the plans works. And now basically every part of the software has its own dashboard, which is prepared to give reasonable reports. There was there was some time ago also resource management dashboard, but now we have also here a prepared dashboard, for example, for attendance, or for payroll and invoicing timesheets. And there is a one new thing on this, and that's that we have the global filters here on top. So if I look on the data and on different elements here on the page, I can maybe say that I want to see this data only for these projects, right? And I apply, and all the aspects here changes, right? So or maybe I want to see it across all projects, but I want to have a look on some particular user. Okay, we don't have some data for Dante. Do we have for Denny? Not really. Oh yeah, for Denny we have some data. So I can have these global filters to really understand, or to see the data here, and it's also clickable. So so I can see where these data are coming from. So these are prepared dashboards basically across all the applications, including the platform. For example, CRM has very similar overall dashboards, and that is typical for Easy Project. These is something we are providing, like preset of the application, and all these things are configurable. So if you use Easy Project as main reporting tool, you can work with it and tailor such a dashboard for your own use. This is not like hard coded. This is just the way how you can customize such a dashboards, etc. So this is what I wanted to mention about the dashboards which are coming here, which are newly done, and I would like to step for a while for our DevOps. Let me go to our web page. I have to go to the main page. So typically, you know, our software has now 3 plans. You have 3 plans. There is an essential plan. There's essential plan with a set of features, business plan, which typically has next to all the classical PM features as full resource management and finance management with scheduler and Outlook, and then a platform which brings also the CRM and help desk. Now, another thing here is this DevOps. DevOps is a set of tools which we are extending the platform more to the direction of technological and IT companies. So I would like to just sum up what is here. We have a great integration to repositories and GitLab continuous integration. We can also host GitLab for our clients. The private server is actually needed for that, but then you can have basically all your key applications from one provider. There are also test cases and requirement managements. These 2 features are with us for a while. I will not be focusing on them just today because there were other webinars about test cases and requirements, but basically these 2 features are here to cover whole the process of research and development, from setting up the requirements and passing them through handling the task in development, etc., which is traditionally an easy project, and also integrated test cases to manage the testing phase. But what is really new in 2019 release is diagrams. Diagram is a feature which is very popular add-on to some other PM softwares, especially for software companies. And now we are bringing that, and it is pretty straightforward. Let me show you. I prepared it somewhere here on the, let's say, partner program implementation project. We are here. I will just open one task. I think it was this one. And when I'm working on this task, I can simply, when I update the task, I have this bottom diagram where I can create new diagram and make the drawing. Well, I did the drawing already, so you can see it's here already. I will just continue working on my drawing already. So I was trying to design some process here. I did just first draft, so I can continue working on that. I can, bring different objects and so on. As you can see, it's pretty fully covering different areas of drawing. For example, here is UML diagrams, all the rows for business process management, other flow charts, and some nice clip arts which I can use here. Okay, I can connect a little peg here. I can set many other things here for style, size of my drawing, etc., and I can save it. Now I can see I have more versions here, so I can go back to my first version. I can go back to my second version, and such a way I can simply collaborate on task through while creating different diagrams. This is one of the new things, especially in our DevOps tool sets. Right. As I promised, this will take like 30-35 minutes. Well, now we have time just to talk shortly about business intelligence. What is business intelligence in Easy Project? You can see it's similar to, this page is similar to the dashboard pages, right, which I was showing you. In the business intelligence, it's a place where all the data from different part of the software is meeting. So it's meeting my business data from CRM and from invoicing, if I have it from Easy Project. It can bring me data about my cost of service from help desk, from my projects, about my employees and users, about their time, about their efficiency, how they work, and from the time spent, projects, tasks, invoicing, CRM, contacts, all that data means here. Plus, there's an easy way how to bring another data into Easy Project. So especially if you use Easy Project heavily, you have this whole spectrum of data in business intelligence. It allows you to simply extend it, combine it with some external data, and very flexibly set up working dashboards. And the important feature is that, for example, if I go to some data, I can drill down. So I simply clicking here on some data which is like telling me that France has the highest ROI on my projects according to comparing with my Google AdWords cost. I can look on the France and I can see the details and keep drilling the data And so this data drill down is really important, so I can understand what's behind the numbers, and so I can see my top level numbers and drill down and understand where the data is from. So it can help me to understand my business very well on both on my production side, especially through understanding projects and users, and also on my revenue side, typically analyzing data from CRM based on product states and so on and so forth. Business intelligence is more like a solution. So we are proposing this along with our implementation services, where we are ready to discuss your other data sources, how they shall be imported to easy projects, and how to combine them. We also have a very powerful calculation tool inside of the easy project powered by our Calculoid, so we can do basically quite nice miracles with the data here. Right. I think that's it about the new features coming in 2019. There are more. If you like, you can explore more simply from the main page. You click here on what's new in Easy Project 2019. And it takes you through some videos, basically the main features I was talking about. But I think there are also release notes. Let me check. Where are the release notes? Where are the release notes? I don't know now. If we are definitely ready to, if you contact us, we are ready to provide the complete release notes. They are on the web page, but I'm sorry, I don't know where to find them now. So that's it from my side for now. I would like just to sum up. Easy Project Easy Project is here for many years already. Nowadays we are releasing 2019 release, which was very important also because there is a number of new technologies which we put in the back end of the application, so the application shall have better performance, etc. As you can see, in this release is a lot about usability, so quick working and quick planning and scheduler, extending VBS. There is a number of improvements also in agile boards, and there is a number of other minor improvements. In Easy Software, we are always ready to consult with you. So contact your account manager. If you don't have any, just write us at sales@easysoftware.com. We will discuss with you your needs. Whatever, if you are existing client or potential client, we will discuss your needs and make sure that you have all the information in order to make the right decision to go further with Easy Project. With this, let me close the presentation part and let's have a look into questions. We have here questions from Valdo. Will the existing users get automatic upgrade to 2019 version? This answer has 2 points. First of all, cloud clients are updated automatically. So if you have Easy Project in cloud, the answer is simple yes. If you have Easy Project installed on your own server, you can download the new version from the client zone. The simple condition here is that you have to have paid updates. right? So there is updates service, and if you have paid updates, you can download the new version right now. So let me consider this one as answered. Then we have a question from Vincenzo. Is it possible to customize the financial management in terms of budget? Is it possible to split budget in different dimensions? Yes, it is, but this is a little bit too open question. So basically, both in general, answer to both is yes. But in order to be very precise, I would need to know more details. So Vincenzo, typically we will get back to you. Directly and offline from here, because we can go really to some details and show you how you can do that. Yes, but generally it is. Generally it is. So about the details and to discuss your needs, yes. Okay, Vincenzo, thanks. We have the combined communication. So let me that maybe Lukasz, I would ask you if you can make note about Vincenzo and get back to him directly.
Sure thing, Vincenzo. If you can just go to the chat and send me your email address privately within the chat so I can contact you, that will be fine.
We also have the if we got the emails during the registration, we have it in the report. So
that's
if
true.
you
That's
just
true. Yeah.
just write down that Vincenzo Carolo needs to be contacted, and the email we shall have. But I think because the chat is I closed the chat. All right, so I'm inviting you to share with us more questions. All right. Then basically, if there are no more questions, probably this session is over. We want to keep it short and focused for a half an hour presentation. I would kindly ask you before you leave if you can click on the polls and give us a feedback if you like this presentation, if it was useful. And once again, it was my honor to talk to you today. All my team is dedicated to answer your questions directly and discuss your individual needs. So really don't hesitate to contact Easy Software. We have just simple mission here. We want to do the best project management software, and we are thinking and working on that every day. So thank you once again for your attendance, and have a very successful rest of the week.